Before we get into today's video, I did want to let you guys know that this video is for educational purposes only. Please remember to be kind to everybody everywhere in your everyday life, in your home, in the grocery store, and especially in the comment section down below. Please do not show hate to anybody, anywhere. So good morning, good morning, good morning. How is everybody doing today? I hope you all are having an amazing day. I hope you all are having a wonderful week so far. I hope everybody's doing good and feeling great. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about a situation that happened pretty recently and was all over TikTok and all over YouTube and all over all the media news sources. I'm going to do like I typically do. I'm going to tell y'all the story to the best of my ability right now with the public information that is already out there, stuff that is already being put out by like mainstream news sources. And then at the end, I'm going to give you guys my opinion on what I think happened. So make sure you stay to the end if you want to know my opinion. Before we get into the video though, I did want to let you guys know, if you don't already know, hi, my name is Christina. I do have a second channel, which is Casually Christina. We just do things more casually over there. I also have a Patreon. My Patreon is for 18 and up, and over there we talk about more personal stuff. We go live over there, and there is a $2 tier over there where all of the true crime stuff that cannot go onto YouTube due to their terms and policies, that goes over on my Patreon. Make sure you read the About section and what each tier offers before you join though. And I also have a Facebook, a Snapchat, an Instagram, and I'm now on Like to Know It, where you can find the products, stuff, clothes, stuff that I use, links to them. That's over on my Like to Know It, and all of those links are down in the description box if you'd like to come and check me out. Before we go any further, I did want to stop and thank today's sponsor, Factor. Factor makes meeting your nutrition goals easier than ever by delivering fresh, never frozen, chef-prepared, dietitian-approved meals right to your front door. With Factor's team of gourmet chefs, they create each meal using only ingredients with integrity to help you feel your best all day long. And with Factor's delicious, ready-to-eat meals, you will have so much to choose from, with 35 different meals to choose from each week, and they have all kinds of stuff. They have Calorie Smart if you are trying to watch your caloric intake. They have Protein Plus if you're trying to make them gains or get some extra protein in your life. Oh, and do not forget their chocolate protein shakes. They are super good. My favorite is the latte because they have a little bit of caffeine in them, so I like to have one maybe around 10 or 11 for that little extra caffeine boost and getting 18 grams of protein at the same time after I've worked out that morning. And they also have keto-friendly, veggie, and vegan smart, and all different kinds of other meals. Oh, and Factor now has breakfast items, which are delicious, as well as fruit smoothies and other snacks. All you gotta do is sign up and save, and Factor has done the math. Factor is less expensive than takeout, and every meal is dietitian approved to be nutritious and delicious. And if you want to try Factor, all you got to do is go to factor75.com, use my code ChristinaRandall50, and you can save 50% off of your first box today and get free wellness shots for life. 2 free wellness shots from 3 available flavors for every order while you're an active subscriber. All you got to do is go to factor75.com, use my code ChristinaRandall50, and you can save today. Thanks again, Factor. Whew, that is just such a mouthful. Oh my goodness. All right, so let's talk about Justin. So Justin Mohn is 32 years old and has currently been living at home with his family in Leviton, which is just outside of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Justin graduated from high school in 2010, where he was voted class clown and he played soccer. And then in 2014, Justin went on to graduate from Penn State University, where he earned his bachelor's degree in agribusiness management. Neighbors and childhood friends say that growing up, Justin was super fun to be around, and everyone in the neighborhood pretty much enjoyed being around him. They thought that he was fun. They liked playing outside with him. They said that he was quiet, but that he was also an honor roll student. However, one of Justin's friends says that Justin changed after he got out of high school, and even more so once Justin went to college. His friends said that he pretty much went off of the rails and he became super paranoid about the government being out to get him. A man named Davis, who was actually roommates with Justin when Justin lived in Colorado Springs, Colorado in 2016, which was about 2 years after Justin graduated from college, went on to say that he wasn't close with Justin. So they were roommating together, they were living together, but he was not close with him at all. And he said that the reason why he wasn't close with him is because Justin had a reputation of making things up, and that also because he would talk about his beliefs, which according to Davis were pretty far out. And he says that he just thought that Justin was a weird kid who had a lot of issues. Davis, his roommate, also says that when him and Justin first moved in together, things were cordial until one day, several months into this roommate situation, Davis came home after being out of the house for a few hours to find that Justin had caused a lot of damage to their home. His roommate at the time, Davis, said that Justin broke this huge mirror and that he put a bunch of holes in the walls, and that when Davis confronted Justin, because you got to imagine, Davis is out, he's roommates with this guy who he thinks is a weird kid, but they're roommates, they're not best friends, they pass each other, they get along very cordially. He goes out for a few hours, he comes in, and it basically looks like they've been robbed, okay? The mirror's broken, holes all in the walls and everything. And when Davis went up to Justin and asked him what happened, he said that Justin said that he had blacked out and that he had an incident. Justin allegedly told Davis that he thought that he might have undiagnosed PTSD. Now, the roommate Davis reported this to the property manager and then moved out. And I don't blame Davis one bit, because if Justin just blacked out and did all of that to their home, that is scary. I definitely would not be wanting to be in a roommate situation and sleeping or showering or having my back turned to somebody who can black out and do all of those things. It was also said by this roommate, Davis, that Justin pretty much had no friends, and he also said that Justin never had anyone over to the house. The only person, according to this roommate, that ever came to visit Justin was Justin's 68-year-old father, Michael Mohn. Now, Michael Mohn, Justin's father, was a retired civil engineer in the Army of Engineers. On Justin's social media, he described himself as a musician, a producer, an author of 7 books, and the commander of America's national network of militias and the acting president of the United States. Yes, Justin claimed to be the acting president of the United States. It says that he may even be what he believes to be the Messiah. Okay? So just from his social media, I would feel like, are we joking around, Justin? Or is there some red flags right here? Something weird is going on. But Justin didn't just talk about his disdain, we'll say that, for the U.S. government. He went as far as to start suing people. Since 2022, Justin had actually sued the U.S. Department of Education Secretary and the U.S. Department of Education twice. And last year, he actually sued the U.S. Attorney's Office and the Attorney General of the United States. Can you imagine what kind of attorney that he got in order to go and sue these very powerful organizations? Well, I will let you know what kind of attorney he got. He represented himself, and all of his suits were eventually just thrown out and dismissed. In the most recent suit from December, Justin was asking for $10 million to repay his student loan debt. In 2017, Justin moved to Colorado to accept a job at a credit union. But then he ended up leaving that job for a higher paying job with Progressive, the insurance company. Because of this, the judge determined that Justin should be able to afford repaying his own student loan debt. And then Justin would allegedly end up harassing the employees at the credit union and also threatened to sue them for $10 million if they didn't settle and give him $2 million. He also allegedly threatened to make a bunch of false statements about them, and he threatened to come to the credit union to provoke the police to attack the employees that were there. That way he could film it. He was also accusing this credit union of tampering with evidence in the disciplinary action that was against him. However, this suit was dropped after a settlement was made. And in this settlement, Justin had to promise never to contact any of these people ever again. And they did end up paying him $10,000. In 2018, Justin would then go on to sue Progressive. Justin would allege in this lawsuit that he was discriminated against and he was later fired from his job because he was too intelligent and he was overqualified and overeducated. A federal judge ended up telling Justin that there was not enough evidence and they dismissed this case as well. Progressive said that they fired Justin because he allegedly kicked a door open. I also saw a Facebook post that Justin posted that said, "If I hear any rumors of girls claiming they slept with me in college who I did not sleep with, I will sue you. I am not your fraudulent claim to fame." But if all of this was not bad enough and a very, in my opinion, clear indication that there were more things to come, things got way, way worse. On January 30th of this year, 2024, Justin posted a 14-minute long video to YouTube ranting about the federal government. At the beginning of this video, Justin showed his father's head severed and wrapped in a plastic bag, and he described him as a 20-year federal employee that was a traitor to his country, and he seemingly, while he was talking to the camera, was like reading from a script. While he continued to go on in this video, he talked about his complete hate for basically all federal employees, and even went on to calling out like mail delivery people at the post office, saying that if you don't stop delivering mail, then we're coming out, like just super far out there. In the video, Justin did not admit to ending his father's life, but he did call for similar acts against all federal employees. Now, his rant in this video was very politically motivated, which I'm not going to go into all of that, but essentially he called for many of the officials to be taken out. So that's it. Government officials taken out. He even went as far as to call them out by their name, and he also declared himself again as the U.S. acting president and ordered people to storm federal buildings. By the time YouTube really caught it and ended up taking the video down at around 10:30 p.m., it had already been posted and up and circulating and screen recorded and on YouTube for over 6 hours, and just on YouTube it had about 6,000 views. Now, that evening, when Michael's wife, Denise, who is Justin's mother, got home at around 7 p.m., she walked inside and went into the bathroom, and this is where she found her husband's body on the floor without the head attached. Later, Michael, Justin's father's head, was found in a pot in a totally different room, still wrapped in that same plastic bag. Denise, Justin's mother, who I just cannot imagine her horror. She comes in that night, 7 o'clock, probably going to the bathroom, and sees this scene, then ran out of the house to a neighbor's house and immediately called 911. When the police arrived to the scene, this is when they said that they believed that Michael's life had been ended with a shot to the head. And they also found a large kitchen knife and a machete in the bathroom with his body. Michael's car and Justin were both missing. And this is when the police learned about Justin's YouTube video. And so they immediately went looking for him. Now, from what we know so far, Justin did this YouTube video left it up on YouTube, and then he left the house. When he left the house, he had his phone with him, and this is how the cops were able to track him down via his phone pings, and they traced him to the gates of Fort Indiantown Gap National Guard base, which was about 100 miles away. It was said that when Justin got to this base, he climbed the big old fence and was wandering around on the grounds when the cops showed up and arrested him. And they did say that when they found him there wandering around on the grounds, he did not fight back. He went with the police. Now, when Justin was arrested, he had a loaded firearm with him that had just one bullet missing. Justin then told the investigators that he went to the base because he wanted to mobilize the National Guard to fight with him against the government. And then Justin was taken in and charged with first-degree murder and abuse of a corpse. Here is his mugshot right here. There is a lot of chatter about his mugshot, and he is currently being held without bond, and he had a hearing on the 8th. And his next hearing, which will be his preliminary hearing, is scheduled for April 2nd at 10 a.m. So what do I think about this? Everything that I searched said that Justin had no known mental issues. I am shocked. I can't, what? I mean, it was obvious he had issues for a very long time. I don't get it. To me, it sounds like, and I don't know, I'm not a professional. This is just a reminder that I'm not a professional. Please go do your own research, form your own opinions, but this is just me throwing something out there. To me, it seems like he was showing signs of psychosis, schizophrenia years ago. I also found articles that said that he was smoking green. And we know, if you guys have been here with me for a while, different cases that we have researched, that the onset of schizophrenia is typically like in your early 20s, your late teens to early 20s. And that if you smoke green, it exacerbates it, it agitates it, it makes me wonder. I just don't understand. To me, it seems like there were so many signs that something was very, very off with him. I mean, even the Facebook posts, I'm so curious. I mean, at this point, what can you do, right? I mean, it's like, I would love to know what the mom has to say. Like, he was living there. I mean, what did they think? But I mean, right now, she's just probably going to have to focus on trying to put her life together. Her husband is gone, and her son did it. And every time that I do a video and I talk about wanting to know about like really what was going on with the mental health, I get people that say it doesn't matter, In some points it don't. I always ask these questions because what can we learn from it? What signs can we look at the people around us so we can learn, hey, wait a minute, these are not normal behaviors. We should get this person help, or we should encourage them to. Or maybe we should not be roommates with them if they're blacking out and busting up everything. You know what I mean? So it is important to ask these questions so we can learn from it. And to me, it seemed like Justin had major red flags. I feel bad for his dad too, you guys. His dad was literally the only one that went to visit him. His dad probably really loved him. I don't know though. Have y'all heard about this? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Other than that, I love you guys. Thank y'all so much for watching, and I will see y'all in the next video. Love you guys. Bye.